Welcome to the Wasteland News Network. Today we have a brand new event, the Mothman Equinox event. It's going to run 2 weeks. I'm going to show you how to play the event and also what your rewards will be. And also, it is actually a 2-part event that is very similar to Meat Week. You can begin the main event right here at Point Pleasant. Now, the event begins at the top of every hour, and you're looking for one of 3 of these pyres. Now you can see the vines kind of entangling the actual pyre. This one's down by the water, and then there's one here under the bridge. There are only 3. I'm just going to give you a quick kind of walk around the area so you have a basic idea of what to do. There's the second one, and there's an interpreter at each of the pyres. They'll give you instructions as to what to do. Now continue along this side road, still keeping the water to your left, and you're looking for the church. There's 2 on the outside, and the third one is inside the church. Now the area is pretty barricaded, so you've got to look for these little doorways, and like I said, the area is kind of large, and there's lots to do. Meat Week tends to be a really small area. There's the third one. A really small area. This one's really spread out, so maybe a team of 3 or 4 can do it. And here are the Mothman tomes. Now, every time you complete a certain number of events, you can come back here and read one of the Mothman tomes.
Why does he show them to me when he knows I
think
cannot
after you
leave
complete
my
the first
station?
one, the 6th one,
Is he
and to
testing
get
me?
the very last book, you have to complete 44 Mothman events successfully. So there are your pyres, and you can see the vine barricades. That's the first thing you do when the event starts and everything is the vines there. You'll also shoot down and kill albino rad stags and deposit their blood in these troughs. There's about 3 or 4 of these troughs all around Point Pleasant. So go ahead and drop the blood in there. Now let's head to where the event begins, and that is on the top roof of the Mothman Museum. That is not the way. To the right through the corridor here. Like I said, this is a large area. There's the back of the Mothman Museum, and they've added some ramps and stairs to help you get up onto the roof. Here we go. Don't get caught on something every single time. Come on, let's go. Up to the top of the roof. Okay, at the top of the hour, be sure to be up here. You're looking for the interpreter to the right. It is Clarence. And let's wait for the event to begin.
Gather, children. The time draws near. Climb to his throne and let us discuss the details of the ritual. The time for the equinox has come, children. Gather, speak with me. Children, listen well. 3 pyres have been placed throughout the Wise One's home. Their light is a vital catalyst to our ritual. The dim ones have attempted to contain our light. Destroy their vines encircling each pyre before we proceed. Each pyre is attended by a Wise One's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the observers instruct you on your next task. Hurry now, children. His patience does not run as deep as his wisdom. Seek out the 3 pyres, children. Rip the vines that try to contain their light.
Okay, here we are at the first location I showed you, and I made a little bit of a mistake. I didn't clear all of the vines, so I had to actually double back. So we're at the first one I showed you at the beginning of the video, and at the second one. They have a little red glow on them, so just make sure that you get all of the vines. Okay, there's the second one. Now I said 3 people could probably do the event, but I don't think any less than that. And here's the last one that's in the church. Get that one taken care of. Now at the same time, you can kill, there are 6 prophets to kill and 10 of these totems. So they are pretty much on top of all the buildings. I think there's one at ground level in the graveyard just to my left by the church. I think there's one there. And here's one of these cultist prophets. red glowing eyes. The thing is, the cultists that are hostile to us have red glowing eyes, and the ones with this whole event have the purple glowing eyes. Very different, and they're friendly. And here's one of the now dead albino rad stags. And you just harvest the blood. There we go. And we need 15 of those. So there's 15 blood, 10 totems, and 6 cultist prophets to kill or gather. And here we are. We can go ahead and place the blood into the trough. And like I said, there's a couple of these like scattered all over Point Pleasant. Okay, and now we get ready to light the pyres. So there are 3 people that have to go light all 3 pyres. And that will bring wave after wave of defending these areas. There we go. Let's go ahead and light it. There we are. And the cultists will have, like you see here, a red glow around them with little red moths around them. So they're really easy to spot. Just go ahead and defend all your 3 areas. There we go. There's a death claw. And trust me, looting of nearby corpses is the best thing that has come to this game in a very, very long time. You'll be able to finally get a chance to try it out and realize how useful that is. And when all of the waves have been defeated, head back to the top of the Mothman Museum. As you can see, there's all this really cool purple haze going on in the air at the same time, being blown by these giant fans on top of the roof. You must return to the top of the Mothman Museum because there is an important emote that you have to do at the end. So when you've defeated everything, you have to be sure to do your emotes for the Mothman to get the best rewards. Okay, here we are. We're just finishing up. And everybody comes here. Start picking whatever emote you want. That's going to, again, increase your rewards. Perform merriment atop the Mothman Museum. So we're just finishing up here. Let's let it run its course.
You hear us, wise one? Come unto us. That expansion you feel in your mind, that growing sense of wisdom and foresight. Oh, wise Mothman, you have accepted our invitation. We are but meager insects before your intellect. Come, children, allow the wise one to gaze upon you. Bask in his infinite wisdom.
And there you have it, the Mothman Equinox event in its entirety. This is only part 1. Similarly to Meat Week, you can travel anywhere around Appalachia and kill these guys. They are legendary cultist high priests. And you can tell that you're near one because their little minions around them will glow red and have little kind of Mothman red moths flying around them. You can see one in just a second. There they are. So, Scorched Believers, they're called. So they're taking control of all of these Scorched Believers around you. Just go ahead, and if you see those, they don't have any rewards. Only the High Priest does. So they're just kind of a trigger saying, hey, there's a High Priest around here, and it's legendary. So let's go ahead and kill them and see what we get. So as I said, they will all have a legendary on them. And this one had a cultist High Priest pack. It's kind of like a Christmas present or a mole miner pail. You open it and there's some loot. I ended up with a 2-star legendary. Look, it's a script hunting thing and a chance to get a few of the other outfits and things. At the end of the video, I'll show you all of the rewards. I'm just trying to get out of here. So I can open this up and see what we got. Okay, here we go. Cultist High Priest Loot or Priest Pack. There we go. It is under Aid. Psycho, Mentats, a Mothman egg, and a beer. Okay. And here's a list of what you get from a best performance. 500 XP, 60 caps, 3 T-notes, 3 legendary cores, and you get a 3-star legendary and a 1-star legendary, and then a variety of clothing that you could get and the large goodie bags. And we still kind of don't know what's in those, probably like stim packs and other things like that. The event is very heavy on apparel rewards. There are 9 new pieces. The bottom 2 on the right side, the Cultist High Priest outfit and helmet, those are the ones that I got off of the roving High Priests that you hunt down for their legendary, the one that we just did at Wavy Willards. They give you the bottom 2 pieces. All the other pieces are awarded at the end of the successful Equinox event. And the final 3 items are on the left side. Everyone who completes at least one event will get a Mothman beer stein, and it is only awarded once. It cannot be dropped or traded. The Wise Mothman throne, that is a plan, and also the Cultist backpack is also a plan. So I'm thinking that it's a little too heavy for apparel. We don't have any kind of new weapon. I was hoping for maybe a really cool kind of Mothman styled dagger or sword or some kind of weapon. I mean, when we've had Meat Week, we've had, the pepper shaker, we've had the tenderizer, but there was not a weapon. So basically 2 new plans and a bunch of apparel. But I really like the event. It's going to give us something to do over the next 2 weeks. So hopefully you guys will join me, and I'll see you out in the wasteland.